I'm here, Aaron. Hi, Aaron. Hey, it's Omi. What's up, my people? It's so wonderful to see you. Streambot's here. Stream Elements bot. Welcome. Stream Elements, you're welcome here. This isn't a organic life only cast. How are you doing today, Aaron? Hey, I got all my supplies to tie down my shed. I'm very excited. It's been too cold. I don't want to get out there. It's too cold. I just got home from a walk. Oh, that's beautiful. Joyce Everly. Hi, Joyce. I bet Robin's there. Hey, Robin. So good to see you guys. You just lift my spirits just being around. This song is called Stars Align. You're alive? Well, that's good. That's really good. There's a lot of energy in the universe that is not alive right now. And so that's super awesome. Congratulations for being alive. I mean, literally, it's like, I know that life is hard. It's hard. Woo! Hard. But what a gift, right? I guess. It wasn't like one of those gifts that you had any choice in the matter, however. It wasn't like, hey, I got this. Maybe it was, though. Maybe you agreed to this. Maybe you agreed to be here. I don't know. Who knows? It is, right, Omi? Life is suffering. Those Buddhists got a point. Got a point. Everybody's got some cross to bear, huh? This song is called Stars Align. I get them off of the YouTube free music. I like this one. Good. It is good. Life is good. Like, do you know how when you are flying in an airplane, if you've ever gotten to fly in an airplane, that's a real gift, right? But if you've ever gotten to fly in an airplane and it's a crystal clear day and you're flying across America, like into Iowa, and you just look down and everything is perfect. Like the fields are cut in perfect squares. You know, there's these beautiful squares of this kind of crop and then a beautiful square of this kind of crop. And it's just gorgeous. But you know down there's crazy crap going on. Crazy crap. There's drama, there's drug use, there's abuse. When you get down into the details, it's it's a lot. It's a lot, but from 50,000 feet, it's glorious. And sometimes you got to get up there. That's what thinking about like the universe or God or whatever you like to call it is good. It gets you off of the earth. It gets you up higher so you can look down like from an airplane. You're like, okay, I get it. Yeah, I mean, it freaking sucks when you're down there. But from above, like imagine, okay, let's play this game. I don't know. You flew the first time in December. Ooh, yeah, it's amazing, right? Isn't that? Yeah. It's the realization that every human you meet has a life as complex as yours. Ooh, I love playing that game, like driving down the street and just seeing somebody standing there on the street. And you're like, that person is as complicated as me. That's crazy. Yes. Yeah, Omi, I do that too. I do that too. I think I've cracked the code, everybody. I've cracked the code. Now all I need to do is get some fake gold tablets like the guy out in Utah. Or I don't even need to get the tablets. I just have to say I found the tablets, and then like some sort of white salamander took me to them and showed me the tablets, and then only I could read them, and then I'll report back. And then I've got my own religion. Same with those Scientologists. They believe some crazy crap. What do the Scientologists believe? Let's see if I can find that for you. South Park. What do the Scientologists believe? Did you guys ever watch that South Park? Okay. Look at this. Look at this. Check it out. Whoa, what happened? I lost every screen. Come back. Come back. Oh my goodness. I don't know where all my screens are. Okay, check it out. All right, hold on. I gotta get rid of me. Hold on. Stream elements. Where is it? Elgato. There we go. There we go. South Park episode from 2005 perfectly explains Scientology's unbelievable theory of how the world began. Now check this out. Do you guys know this? Now that Alex Gibney's new investigative documentary Scientology Going Clear, Scientology and the Prison of Belief is in limited release, everybody's talking about its bombshell revelations. One of the biggest is the Scientologist's answer to how the universe began and the secret of life. The incredible story that Scientologists believe involve a galactic overlord by the name of Xenu, a volcano, and souls that attach themselves to newborn babies. Okay, maybe I believe this. I don't know. Okay, the story may sound familiar, either to those that have studied Scientology or viewers from South Park. Back in 2005, the creators of Comedy Central show told the same story of their famous episode, Trapped in the Closet. The episode follows character Stan, who after taking a free test from the church, learns his results are so high that the leaders of the church declare that he's the reincarnation of Scientology founder L. Ron Hubbard. Scientologists include John Travolta, Tom Cruise, who visits Stan's house to pay their respects, but Tom Cruise goes to hide in the closet after Stan tells him he's not a good actor. Your chat feed isn't working. What? Then this then leads to a parody of R. Kelly's rap opera, Trapped in the Closet. Okay, hold on. I want to just get down. Many parts of the episode include the text of what the Scientologists actually believe at the bottom of the screen during the retelling. Here's what the Scientologists... 75 million years ago... Okay, here we go. There was a galactic federation that ruled the planets... the federations ruled by the Lord Xenu. Xenu thought his planets were overpopulated, so he gathered aliens from all different planets and had them frozen. Okay? This is what Scientologists actually believe. Okay? Then frozen bodies were packed into galactic cruisers, which looked like jetliners, except for rocket engines. Were brought to Earth. The frozen bodies were dumped into the volcanoes of Hawaii. This is what they actually believe. It says that, right? The aliens died, but their souls floated to the sky. Xenu had prepared for this, thank goodness. He didn't want their souls to make their way back to the Federation of Planets, so he had their souls gathered by giant soul catchers. And the souls were taken to a brainwashing facility Xenu built on Earth. They spent days being brainwashed and then tricked them into believing a false reality. Those souls were then released and roamed the earth confused. At the dawn of man, the souls attached themselves to all mankind, causing fears, confusion, and problems that still plague humanity today. So there you go. That's what the Scientologists actually believe. What is Omi saying here? Found the first... I like to think often how... Yes. Oh, like this Bob whose wife is at home. Yeah, back to the thing. Wife is waiting for him to get home so she can feed the kids, and he's stuck in the house all day, and he wants to go to the bar. Yes, I love that kind of... and poor Erin can't get her feed to work. Boo, I love South Park. Yeah. So, I mean, everybody believes crazy stuff, right? I mean, do you know what the QAnon people believe? What does QAnon believe? Just keep this in mind, that Tom Cruise believes what we just read, okay? So if you're reading over here on, you're like, oh, QAnon's so stupid. Just remember Tom Cruise and John Travolta believe what we just read. The conspiracy known as QAnon, let's see, it's a far-right wing, loosely organized network, embrace a range of unsubstantiated beliefs. When has that ever stopped anybody from doing something? Unsubstantiated beliefs, like the Bible? These views center on the idea of a cabal of Satan-worshipping pedophiles, mainly consisting of what they see as elitist Democrats. Politicians, journalists, entertainment moguls, and other institutional figures have long controlled much of the so-called deep state, which they sought to undermine Trump with. They sought to undermine Mr. Trump mostly with the aid of media and entertainment. The QAnon conspiracy theory alleges that there is a battle between good and evil in which the Republicans, Mr. Trump, is allied with the former. QAnon followers are awaiting two major events: the storm and the Great Awakening. The storm is the mass arrest of people in high power positions, which will face a long-awaited reckoning, and the Great Awakening, which involves a single event in which everyone will attain the epiphany that QAnon theory was accurate the whole time. This realization will allow society to enter an age of utopia. What do the Mormons believe? I love doing this. These key elements of the faith include belief in the Father, the Son, the Jesus Christ, belief in the modern prophets and continued revelation, belief that through Jesus' atonement. Hold on. Let's see. I want to find out what. Yeah, they believe in polygamy. Who cares, though? Theology. I just want to know how they got to be who they are. Like, Mormons believe the Old and New Testament. The LDS Church uses the King James Bible. While Mormons believe the general accuracy of the modern-day text, they also believe that it's incomplete and that errors have been introduced. The Mormon theology, which lost truths, are restored in the Book of Mormon, which Mormons hold to be divine scripture and equal in authority to the Bible. Okay? The Mormon scripture canon also includes a collection of revelations and writing contained in the Doctrines and Covenants, which contain doctrine and prophecy, the Pearl of Great Price, which addresses briefly Genesis to Exodus. The book, as well as the Joseph Smith translation of the Bible, have varying degrees of acceptance. Anyways, I believe Mormons believe that Smith and subsequent church leaders could speak scripture when moved upon by the Holy Ghost. In addition, many Mormons believe that the ancient prophets in their other regions of the world received revelations. Anyways, I'm pretty sure, okay. What do Mormons believe of Joseph Smith? Okay, so Joseph Smith, let's see if I can get you here. Joseph Smith was American religion, born, moved, followed. Okay, yearly. He lived in Ohio. I didn't know that. Anyways, I'm telling you, he found these gold tablets. Joseph Smith gold tablets. You know what I want, Google. Give it to me. The gold plates. The gold plates. Here we go. According to the Latter-day Saint belief, maybe these aren't Mormons. Maybe that's my problem. No, I don't know. I don't know. Called the gold are the source which Joseph Smith translated the Book of Mormon, a sacred text of faith. Some witnesses describe the plates as weighing 30 to 60 pounds, golden color, and composed of thin metallic pages engraved with hieroglyphics on both sides, bound with 3D-shaped rings. Smith said he found the plates on September 22nd, 1823. This is what I got to do. Okay, I got to find some plates. On a hill near his home in Manchester, New York, after the angel Moroni directed him to a buried stone box. He said that the angel prevented him from taking the plates, but he wasn't allowed to take the plates. That's weird. So that's, pro tip right there. At least Moses brought down the tablets, didn't he? I don't know. But it instructed him to return to the same location in a year. He returned to that site every year, but it wasn't until September 1827 that he recovered the plates on his fourth annual attempt to retrieve them. He returned home with a heavy object wrapped in a frock, which he then put in a box. He allowed others to heft the box, but said that the angel had forbidden him to show the plates to anyone until they had been translated from the original Reformed Egyptian language. Smith dictated the text of the plates while a scribe wrote down the words, which would later become the Book of Mormon. Okay, so he could only read it. Eyewitnesses to the process said that Smith translated the plates not by looking directly at them, but by looking through a transparent seer stone in the bottom of his hat. The bottom of his hat. It was in the bottom of his hat, people, the seer stone. Smith published the first edition of the translation in March of 1830 as the Book of Mormon, which a print run of 5,000 copies at a production cost of $3,000 or 60 cents a book. That's a pretty good deal. I don't know about then, but it is good now. Smith eventually obtained testimonies from 11 men who said they had seen the plates. 11 men saw him. After the translation was complete, Smith said he returned the plates to the angel Moroni. Thus, they could never be examined. Latter-day Saints believe the account of the golden plates as a matter of faith, and critics often assert that either Smith manufactured them himself or that the Book of Mormon witnesses base their testimony on visions rather than physical experiences. Okay, can we all agree that human beings believe insane crap? Moroni. Is that how you say it? Moroni? Some people say when they look your newborn eyes, you'll believe in God. Okay, well, my thing that makes me think that there's some grand architect that designed the world is chihuahuas. Brilliant. Well, I have my own belief. So I'm going to lay it on you. Giving it to you. And I know that I should do it like Joseph Smith or L. Ron Hubbard. And my belief isn't going to should I tell it? Okay, guys. Oh. Do you remember the singer that that spoke to a cobra from the future? Let me see. Google now. The singer that spoke to a cobra from the future. Ah, yeah, Starship. Cobra Starship. Check this out. See, this guy's smart. Cobra Starship owes success to Talking Snake from the future. Serpent was sent back to tell me to stop taking myself so seriously, says the frontman Gabe Saporta. Most artists would rather not align themselves with Vanilla Ice and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Gabe Saporta is not one of those artists. I am officially joining the ranks of Vanilla Ice when his song playing at the end of Teenage Mutant Ninja 2 he told MTV News, and that's pretty cool in my opinion. Saporta is talking about his song Snakes on a Plane, recorded under his nom de disc Cobra Starship, which, not surprisingly, is prominently featured in the next month's Samuel L. Jackson flick Snakes on a Plane. See, it's actually literally on the, that he got it on that movie. To be honest, the whole Snakes on a Plane seemed to be faded. I'd been writing songs for about a year, and all of a sudden I heard of the movie, and everything sort of clicked. I mean, Snakes on a Plane, Cobra Starship, they just sort of go together. To me, the whole thing seemed like Destiny, which is funny, because Destiny and Snakebites have played an active role in Cobra Starship since the band's inception. In the late 2004, Sporta found himself at odds with the music industry, which in his previous band, Midtown, got lost in a major label shuffle. Disillusioned and depressed, he embarked on what he termed a spiritual quest, which led him in a rather Byzantine way to create Cobra Starship. I'm almost done. After the last Midtown record, I felt like I had no control over everything, so I went out into the desert on this sort of spiritual quest to find myself, and when I was out there, I got bit by a snake. I passed out for about a week and was having all these feverish dreams and hallucinating. And I saw this snake, and he started talking to me, telling me that he was a snake from the future and that he was sent back to find me because he had to tell me to stop taking myself so seriously. So I came back from the desert and started Cobra Starship. There it is. See, I know how you do it, okay? I know how you present this kind of crap. You have to go around. I'm sorry. I love you, Aaron. We all believe in stupid crap. I know how you pitch these ideas to society. I'm a marketer. I get it. And people love to believe this crap. I'm actually working with the Waldorf School. I do a lot of Waldorf work, and their founder, Rudolf Steiner, believed he was clairvoyant. I'm just not going to do it to you, okay? I know that it's going to hurt my religion to tell you that I didn't talk to a snake or I wasn't, I could come up with something good. What would I don't know. I like the pedophiles in a basement of a pizza shop. I like that. They have really good ones. But here's the thing. Oh, LDS is a sect. Okay, that's good to know. I believe the universe has been created for you. Just you. None of us are real. Those people you see on the street corner, they are built just for you. Like the Truman Show, but on a much grander scale. And this is why I know this is true. I know this is true because nothing changes. Okay? Nothing changes. Do you know how many slaves were brought to the United States? How many African slaves were brought to the United States? You should know this, that there were 12 million. Well, okay, so there were, I'll show you 100 amazing facts about the Negro. Anyways, it says between 1526 and 1866, the entire history of the slave trade in the New World, according to the Translation Database, 12.5 million Africans were shipped to the New World. 10.7 million survived the dreaded Middle Passage. Of the 10.7 million Africans shipped directly to North America, only about 388,000, right? So let's say there were 388,000 Africans that made it to North America as slaves. How many black people are currently in the American prison system? Okay. Hold on. Incarceration. Wait. Hold on. So let's see. I found this before. Hold on. NAACP. Okay. Modern day. What am I reading? Criminal justice sheet. This is from the NAACP. I can find something better. I had a better one. Maybe it was this one. Okay. Number of inmates. I want by race and ethnicity. So, okay, so basically there are, this isn't helpful, 13% of our population is African American. 40% of the people in prison, jail, states, and federal prisons, 40% are African American. 39%, there's literally less white people in the jails. Okay? There's less white people. Okay? I want to find the number. But I'm here to tell you, it's more, right now, it is more than the 388,000. I don't want to just scroll around. Slaves we brought. Okay? There are more African Americans in jail, prison, and, jails. 13th Amendment. Do you know the 13th Amendment? Here, look, it ended slavery. Isn't that great? Isn't that wonderful? Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as punishment for crime, whereof the party shall be duly convicted, shall exist in the United States or any place subject to their jurisdiction. So you know what we did? We just put black people in jail. We never got rid of slavery. We had a civil war, okay? We had a civil war basically to end slavery, states' rights so we can have slavery. We do the 13th Amendment. We put this little loophole, and then, we make addiction a crime. It's genius. And then we put all the black people in jail for being addicted to drugs, which the government got them hooked on. Pain relievers and all that. One of my favorite things about, did you know that Yale dude, the college is named after, was a slave trader? I did not know that. I believe it. So, what I have come to realize is, and I don't believe, honestly, that there are things get better or worse. Things just shift. Things go from here to there. One person rises up and it causes another person to fall. That's all. Suffering, global suffering, will never be alleviated. Things do not change. And if things do not change, that means one of two things. Either we should all just kill ourselves now. There's no reason to live on this earth. Well, no, there's a couple things you can do. You just give up, watch a bunch of Netflix, which is what most people do. I think most people get this, right? At the core, nothing really changes. They're like, what can I do? There's nothing going to change. You just watch Netflix and go to work. But I believe I've cracked the code. And what I believe is, this is all about you. And we talked about it last week, leveling up. It's what you do. We're all in the same construct. Every human being is in the same construct. And it is a classroom. The classroom does not change. I mean, the props might change, right? Like, oh, now we have airplanes. Oh, now we have spaceships. But at its core, oppression, racism, violence, cruelty never go away. They never get better. It never gets better. And I believe that is because the classroom needs to stay the same so that we can learn the lessons of the classroom. I believe it. I believe that ultimate happiness resides in the heart of darkness. That you find joy and fulfillment and meaning working in the suffering. Ryan, what's up, buddy? Okay, good. Grace Park, thank you for mentioning this. Thursdays and Sundays, which is today. I'm so glad you're here, Ryan. Grace Park. No Mud, No Lotus. Wow, bro, that's hot. That's hot. See, all of you guys get it, right? Got to make your own happiness. Yes. No Mud, No Lotus, Ryan. That's blowing my mind. Blowing my mind. Hey, by the way, you guys can subscribe. You ever hear people press this, and then your name will come up on the top of the screen. Somebody subscribe so I can see the name change on the top. I think it even makes a little sound. I've been meaning. Press subscribe. We are here for ourselves. And there is great purpose in that. We are here, and I don't know yet why. When I find out the reason why, when I find out the reason why, I will let you know. But I believe it could have something to do with like reincarnation. Okay, this is where I get wacky. We're all hurtling to something called the Great Attractor. Okay? Let me tell you about this. The Great Attractor. Oh, you had to unsubscribe to subscribe. That's awesome. Okay. Check this out. The Great Attractor is a gravitational anomaly in intergalactic space, and the apparent central gravitational point of the Laniakea supercluster. Okay? I don't know what any of these words mean. The observed anomalies suggest a localized concentration of mass millions of times more massive than the Milky Way. Millions! However, it is inconveniently obscured by our own Milky Way galactic plane, lying behind the zone of avoidance. So that invisible light wavelengths, the Great Attractor, is difficult to observe directly. The anomaly is observable by its effect on the motion of galaxies and their associated clusters over a region of 100 millions of light years across the universe. These galaxies are observable above and below the ZOA, the ZOA, a zone of avoidance, and are redshifted in accordance with the Hubble flow. Okay? The Great Attractor itself is moving toward the Shapley supercluster. Oh, wait. We are hurtling towards it. Okay? Hurtling. Let me see. Okay, space.com says, will the Great Attractor destroy us? I believe no. I believe this is where we are going for the great universal war. And they are leveling us up on our spaceship, Earth, to prepare us. Okay, that's what I believe. Somewhere in the deepest reaches of the cosmos, far from the safe confines of our home galaxy, the Milky Way lays a monster. Slowly, inevitably, it is pulling over the course of billions of years. It draws us and everything near it closer to it. The only force that acts over such immense distance scales and through cosmic periods of time is gravity. So whatever it is, it's massive and unrelenting. I'm telling you, you got to learn about the Great Attractor. It's pulling us. It's pulling us. Let's see. Ryan says, look him up. No Mud Lotus, The Art of Transforming Suffering. I love it. We had to, oh yeah. Have you watched Zeitgeist? I have not. See, you guys are so smart. Friends with Buddhist monks who lit themselves on fire in protest of the South Vietnamese. Yeah, the lighting of the fire. So I believe, this is my new belief. You are not, okay, you guys are so smart. Ryan is so smart. You're all so, what's genius? Check out the Peace Report channel. Anti-imperialist veteran like myself speaks on militarism, including space military. Interesting. Okay, I got to check it out. I believe we are here to better ourselves, not financially. I mean, if that's where you are in your evolution, fine. But and it's fine. You can't make it's fine. There's 7 billion of us on planet Earth. You know, if a billion of us are working on our spiritual evolution, then that's fine. That's fine. That's why there's billions of us, because we're like, well, you just got to throw a lot of us on the in the classroom and see who levels up. Google Zeitgeist. Okay, I will. I know what the word Zeitgeist means. I think I'm going to say Zeitgeist means a collection, something greater than the parts. I don't know. The defining spirit of mood of a particular period. Oh, no, you're right. I didn't know what it was at all. Zeitgeist. I don't know. I was thinking of something else. The defining spirit or mood of a particular period of history is shown by the ideas and belief of time. Yeah. Is that what you wanted me to see? It's a trilogy. Okay, hold on. Zeitgeist trilogy. Let me try this. Oh, Netflix. Zeitgeist Netflix. Rent Zeitgeist. Okay. Peter Joseph explores the controversial link between organized religion, the global financial markets, and the international power struggle in this thought-provoking documentary that probes several well-known conspiracy theories. That sounds like my kind of thing. Yeah, the documentary. Right. Okay, I dig it. I got to see that. I have not seen that. So, this is my belief. You are not here to change the world. The world will not change. You might move suffering from here to there, but suffering will not go away. It will not. Jesus even said, if you like Jesus, what did he say? Jesus said there will always be suffering. Yeah, it's this. It's this one. It's this one. He says this. The poor you will always have with you. Okay, this guy, you don't have to be a Christian to believe that this guy knew some stuff. Okay? The poor you will always have with you. It means there's always going to be poor. Okay? You got to get rid. You got to believe it. There's always going to be poverty. There's always going to be suffering. There's always going to be corruption. Always. And that's the point. It is a workshop for you, for your 60, 70, 80, 90 years on this planet to work in. Most people will not work in it. Most people will just, keep it churning, which is important too. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, look, we spent a year at home because of a new disease, coronavirus, okay? As fast as we can come up with new vaccinations, nature churns out new ones. This is it. But don't get hopeless. It's not about that. Once you realize that this is a workshop for you, then you can become filled with hope. I hate working. You should hate working. Why don't you get a frickin' well, I don't need to tell you how to live your life, homie. I have nothing to offer you on how to live a meaningful life. You know how to do it. Just don't stop working. Jesus was a Palestinian Jew communist who lived without judgment among the most vulnerable and oppressed and was murdered by trying to end the infiltration of capitalism in the church. Yeah, right. There it is. I love this no mud, no lotus deal, bro. I've never heard that. No mud, no lotus. Okay, look at this. Wow, I'd never heard of this. No mud, no lotus. Both suffering and happiness are of an organic nature, which means they are both transitory and are always changing. The flower, when it wilts, becomes the compost. The compost helps grow a flower again. Happiness is also organic and impermanent by nature. This guy said it, the Thich Nhat Hanh guy, the Vietnam spiritual leader. Without suffering through the mud, you cannot find happiness of the lotus. Without grit, there is no pearl. He also believes that when we know how to suffer, we suffer less. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, this is it. Thank you. You must realize that suffering is the point. It's not the thing you avoid. It's the point. Let's see. Oh, man, there's so much good stuff coming down the pipe here. Okay. Okay, hold on. Homie says they're going to give us $250 a month per child starting in July until September. Oh, should we have more children then? The book, this helped my moral injury go from PTSD to post-traumatic growth. Wow, Ryan. Wow, bro. Also, Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. Oh, Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. I've heard about this. This is good. This is good. Okay. 1946. I need to. Ooh, look at that cool photography, or image, whatever art. Chronicling his experience, prisoner in a Nazi concentration camp during World War II, describing his psychotherapeutic method, which involved identifying a purpose in life to feel positive about and then immersively imagining that outcome. According to Frankl, the way a prisoner imagined the future affected his longevity. The book intends to answer the question, how is everyday life in a concentration camp reflected in the mind of the average person? Part 1 constitutes Frankel's analysis of his experience in the concentration camp, where Part 2 introduces ideas of meaning and his theory called logotherapy. Oh, that's what I need. I need a name for my thing. That's all I need. I don't need frickin' gold tablets and frickin' 75 million year old aliens throwing people in volcanoes. I just need a word like this. It's developed by neurologists on the concept based on the premise of primary motivational force, an individual to find a meaning in life. Frankl describes it the third Viennese school of psychotherapy, along with Freud's psychoanalysis and Adler's individual. It's based on existential analysis, focusing on Kierkegaard's will to meaning as opposed to Nietzschean doctrine, the will to power. Rather than power or pleasure, logotherapy is founded upon the belief that striving to find meaning in life. Striving to find meaning in life is the primary, most powerful motivating force, driving force in humans. Very cool. All right, that's beautiful. 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 Why is it doing that? Why are you doing me like that? Purpose-based therapy, Holocaust survivor. Yeah, one of the most read psychological. Okay, that's a pro tip right there. So what I'm here to tell you is that you can find. You just need. Look, you need. I love the Zeitgeist idea. We should come up with new theologies all the time. That's something relevant for our current, instead of like going back 200 years, because then you have problems. You're like, well, that guy was good, but he sure didn't like Jews very much. That guy was good, but, he was a slave trader. You just have these problematic things. You don't need those guys. You read their stuff, and then you build your own. You build a new one, like the QAnon people did. Like the L. Ron Hubbard people, the Scientology people. Build something new for today. That's all. Just do that. And so I'm going to do that. But in my book, okay, I have some ideas. You want to see what some of my ideas are? I've never shown this to anybody before. Here, look. I'll show you. These are my things that I work on. The Sage Way. Okay, here it is. The Sage Way. The Sage Way. Okay. This is going to be worth $10 someday, this piece of paper. The Sage Way. I don't actually have the piece of paper anymore. I don't think. I just probably took a picture of it. Mind, think, connect, spirit. Oh, heal, body, health. Children, do good when you can. Okay, that must have been me when I was tripping on fake acid, because I don't know what that means. Okay. So the fundamental is try to do good, try not to do bad. Very common, okay? Very common, all right? And then I have my guidances that I'm working on. Here, I'll show them to you. I've never shown this to anybody before, ever. But I'm going to say, and maybe I'll say this down here, but the whole point is these are the guidances for today's culture, not a culture in 100 years. Today's culture. You use these and then, or whatever, you use Jesus, you use these other people, and you make your own. That's why the 10 Commandments, look at the 10 Commandments. The 10 Commandments. Okay? People love these things, right? People love the 10 Commandments. But the problem is, they're old. You shall have no other gods before me. Fine. Do not make idols. Fine. Don't take the Lord's name in vain. Really? That's of 10. That's the one you really want to go with? You got 10 things. You're going to pick that. Remember the Sabbath day. Keep it holy. That's nice. You get a day off. Honor your father and mother. That's good. You shall not murder. That's good. Then don't commit adultery. Okay. This is actually where I have problems. You got 10 things. 3 of the first were all about just be committed to this one God, which is fine. Fine. You want to 30%, you want to go with that. How about don't have sex with little kids? Couldn't we have brainstormed number 7? Don't commit adultery, okay? Don't commit adultery. Fine. But, where is the don't pedophile? Okay? Where is like helping the poor? Where is any of that? I'll tell you where it's not. These were made for people that were having problems with adultery and stealing and murder. Okay? And lying. See, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and probably 10, this was important in their time. People were killing each other. People were banging each other's spouses. They were stealing their crap. They were lying against their neighbors. And they were coveting. I don't know. Stop coveting. It'll help you. I don't know. Covet, really, number 10 is covet. Of all the things, the whole purpose is these were good then. I think we got other problems right now. We should update them. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Black Panther Party 10-point program is a late 60s, 70s version of 10 Commandments, in my opinion. We have an updated version with Okay, good. You see, that's really good. And people are still going to do these things, homie. That's right. Good point. So, like, that's I mean, you can have all these you want, but at least you put these out here and people are like, oh, those are good ideas. I should really try to stop killing people so much. What? But you know what? If you made one guy not kill another guy in 2,000 years because you wrote it on there, great job. I'm very proud of you. These are mine. These are my, I mean, these aren't official. These are my guidances. Community is life, seek community. Authority is often corrupt, question authority. History repeats itself, learn history. Morality guides you, learn morality and ethics. Science is truth, learn science. Education is freedom and power. Get educated. Spirituality fulfills you. Become spiritual. Belief never overrides science. See, I'm tired of these people like to believe bullcrap. Belief is not to answer questions of the unknown. Belief guides your actions. Believe in faith, love, and hope, even when they are nowhere to be found. See, I'm really into science. See what I'm doing here? Physical health makes your mind and body stronger. Exercise and eat well. Women are equal in every way. See, we have a problem with equal rights, right? So I'm talking about that. They must be incorporated in all aspects of life. Fight against oppression of women. Racism is real. Fight against racism. Jews and Africans are demonized continually in society. Stop blaming them for your problems. End racism specifically towards Jews and Africans. I don't know where I was feeling that. I mean, that's a good one, right? I think. They seem to really get the short end of the stick these days. Mental health brings internal peace. Seek mental well-being. Help and love the mentally ill. Addiction is not a choice. It is a disease. Help and love addicts. Criminals are often victims themselves. Help and love criminals. Poverty is a condition of circumstance. You get it. I think I have to boil them down. But the whole point of it is, do I even say it in here somewhere? I think I have to say it. These are good for today. Make your own for tomorrow. Something like that. Anyways. And thanks for letting us. Yeah, sure. Well, thank you, Ryan, for taking your time to be here. Most people are good. It's power and money mostly is evil. The most oppressed show evil symptoms of oppression. Yeah. So, yeah, you're right, Omi. You are so right. Omi and Ryan are so wise. Telling people something's wrong doesn't solve the issue. You got to fix the why. You got to go to the why. That's right. So I just believe you find what's important today. And in 50 or 100 years, you're like, now this is important. You know? Like, so, you know, like right now, like African Americans in particular. But I mean, look, we obviously stole Africans and put them all over. 10 million people that survived, we stole them. So we have a problem with Africans. And obviously we got a problem with Jews because Hitler decided to frickin' incinerate millions of them. And I know people still hate Jews. Well, look, it's like QAnon. QAnon is a cover, in my opinion, for Jew hating. Don't you think? They're like, it's those Democrat, pedophile, powerful people, which is just code for Jews. So I think we got to like still keep an eye on watching people screw with the Jews. I don't know why people got a problem with Jews. I don't know why. I literally can't even figure it out, but they do. I don't know why people got a problem with anybody. Just play your own game. Jews are not ruining your life. Black people are not ruining your life. The system is ruining your life. You want to hate something? Hate the system. The system is what's keeping you down, not blacks and Jews, for God's sake. Be like blaming the Native Americans for all your problems. They would if they could, but they're so beaten down by us, we can't even be racist towards them. I mean, we can hate them, but they really aren't. The people don't blame them for the cause of our problems, do they? I don't know. If they rose up, we sure would. Do you ever question how many people are in person or truly a threat to society? Oh, good. Yeah, no. Okay, look. How many guns are in America? How many guns are in America? 393 million. Wait. Estimated number of... I can't even do it. Okay, here, look. Why can't they just answer questions, okay? Here. The United States, estimated civilian firearms per person, okay? Oh, let's organize by most, okay? Look at this. Isn't this amazing? We have 120 guns per 100 people in America, okay? Unregistered firearms, 392 million, okay? We have 326 million people, 392 million guns, plus the million that are registered. Who registers a gun in America? What a loser. Look, I believe that if most people were evil, it would be a bloodbath in the United States. It would be a bloodbath. There's so many guns. I think we're doing pretty darn good, okay? We're doing pretty darn good, and especially because Ronald Reagan cut off all the mental health help. What percentage of gun murders are suicide in the United States? It's like half. Okay. Oh, no, it's even more. It's 61%. Okay, so look. Look, facts and figures. There were 39,000 deaths of firearms, which is under how many people died in car wrecks, right? It's under the opiate addiction. Okay, 39,000 people died from a gun, right? 61% of deaths from firearm are suicides. 24,000 people died from suicides, okay? If you want to do something, help these people that are shooting themselves. Help them, for God's sake. It's these guys in the Dakotas. They're sitting up there getting drunk with their guns in their cabins. I'm totally stereotyping, but I'm imagining. And they're just like, fuck it, bam. I mean, literally, there's a lot of people up in those. Okay. Gun suicides by state. Okay, look. The national firearm death rate is 11 point. Wait. Hold on. Okay, death. Okay, Rhode Island. Firearm death. Wait, I want suicides. Find suicide. Okay. I don't know. That's not really what I wanted. Suicide. Anyways, I'm telling you, it's these guys. Gun suicide by the states. Oh, yeah, let's look at this. I don't need a pop-up right now. Okay. National statistics. Suicide by gun, 52% white, 48% black. I'm telling you, why can't you just tell me the state? Never mind. I'm telling you, it's the state. It's those northern states. Yeah, more people die from pool. Okay, that's a good question. How many people die of pool accidents in the United States? It says 3,000 fatal unintentional drownings. I don't know. I mean, it's a lot. Yeah, but you're making a point. You're making a point. Yes. My favorite book, my Bible, Freakonomics, has a section about guns. Ooh, Freakonomics. That's good. And abortions do cut down on crime. There you go. Freakonomics is a good book. But I don't understand if Billy and Jimmy have the right to bear arms. Why do I not have the right to bear plutonium? Well, there you go. Why don't you have the right to bear marijuana or meth? Right? That's where things get a little squirrely, in my opinion, in America. Right? I mean, the Germans and the Irish really pushed, like, we literally abolished alcohol, right, in the United States. But the Germans and Irish were not having it. They were not having it. I don't think we should, drugs do not hurt other people. Now, you can debate me on that if you want. But you aren't, taking meth and jamming so much meth down somebody's throat to murder them. Okay, that's not how it's going down. You are killing yourself with booze and alcohol and drugs. You are killing yourself. It's fine. Just like, okay, I don't think it should be illegal for you to kill yourself with a gun. It is illegal, but I think we should have more mental health stuff. Oh, my Lord. Should we be allowed to have plutonium? That's what Omi wants to know. They said the founding fathers didn't know we'd have AKs, but they'd want us to have them. An AK, yeah, I mean, so you cannot, it's illegal to have a fully automatic gun unless you have a certain kind of license. So all these guns are semi-automatic, means you have to pull the trigger. That's all. So they didn't know we'd have plutonium. Did you read about the professor who uses heroin recreation? I did read about that guy. Very interesting, right? That guy just put out a book. I listened to a podcast years ago about a futurist that believed that we will all eventually have the power and the ability to create nuclear weapons. To create, that it will be online to create biological warfare, okay? That we will be able, in our garage, to manufacture biological weapons. Let's just go with biological weapons, like coronavirus. Because information will be so readily available. And this guy said, what you're going to need to do is not tell these people to stop it. You're going to have to create labs for them. And be like, hey, are you interested in creating biological weapons? Come to the local biological weapons facility downtown where you can do it safely. Because they're going to do it. Let's see. Did you? Yes. I bombing my loud-ass neighbor. I predict a Section 8 planet. Yeah, probably. You guys are awesome. I'm going to go have a day. I love you. You're amazing. Start your own religion. Find one that's meaningful for you. And don't get too bogged down in the suffering and lack of change in society. I'm convinced now, in my heart of hearts, that it's all meant to be this way for us to learn and grow. You know, if you started off Section 8 houses here and there, then neighborhoods became known as Section 8 hoods. We have poor states, poor counties. One day it would be a poor planet. Yes, I think you're right. Having poor people in a section of town is fine as long as they have access to what they need. The problem is we don't tend to like poor people, so we put them in these crappy sections of town and then forget about them. And then their educational levels go down, their resources go down. there was a study that just came out in Akron about, how bad it is for being a black person in Akron. We all know it. It's terrible being a black person in Akron. We redlined in Akron. We're still, the process of redlining. Did you see that? I don't know if you're still here, Ryan. But there's a study that came out that these people, they were like, the effects of redlining in Akron are still here today. They're saying it. And that's what that Ryan has been talking about, the fact that we have this 15-year tax abatement if you build new houses in Akron. So if you're rich and you were going to build a house anyways, wouldn't you build a house in Akron? Because then you don't have to pay taxes for 15 years. But what low-income Akronite, potentially African-American, can afford to build a house? They can't afford to buy a house, let alone building a house is $200,000. Building a house is $200,000. The median price of a house is in upper 80s, lower 90s. No black person, average black person, is going to build a $200,000 house. Only white people. That's redlining. It's a law that favors people that can afford $200,000 houses, which is white people. And this is why you can't freak out about oppression. You can make acts. You are here. I'm not saying that you shouldn't act, but I am saying you're not going to change anything. But you should stand up because you are growing as a person. And that's why I'm putting tiny houses on my land, because fuck the man. Anyways, I love you. I will see you later.